Hell yeah. Wyatt begins in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome to Wyatt, and I'm your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans. Brr, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. Hi, I said hi to all my YouTubers out there. If you like what you hear and if you like what you see, just click that subscribe button on the bottom of your screens. I said click it, click it, click it. I loves to click it. And hi, give me some likes because I know you loves me. Anywho, today's Wyatt shines the spotlight on Philip Esteem. He is the administrator of PrideIndex.com, which is the influential entertainment portal that recognizes and celebrates Black and POC, people of color, LGBTQ plus talents. He's here to talk about PrideIndex.com. He's also here to talk about the much anticipated upcoming events that he's sponsoring. They are called the Esteem Awards and Artists in the Afternoon. They are big deals. And he's going to talk about his activism. So hi, let's just get it on. So without further ado, Wyatt, I said Wyatt welcomes back activist, writer, and editor Philip Esteem. Talk at me, baby. How the hell are ya?
I am doing good. Wyatt!
Woo, you scared me there. All right. Look, my brother, it's fabulous to have you back in the house. You know what I'm saying?
It's good to be back in the house because last time I was shattered when I was on Wyatt. But I'm all right now.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad that I am so glad that you were able to pick up the pieces, if you know what I'm talking about.
One piece, piece.
Okay, now look, brother, you do a lot of stuff. You are the Chicago-based administrator of PrideIndex.com, an online entertainment portal for African-American, POC, LGBTQ communities, and our allies. And PrideIndex.com has become an influential media site. And you know what? It gives the ERS to Black LGBTQ talents and artists. Now, do you know what ERS stands for, my brother?
ERS?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what E. E is in extra, R is in rest, S is in success.
E is in Evans, R is in Robert, S is in Sam, ERS. It stands for Essential Recognition and Shine.
Oh my God. Okay.
I made it up. You like that?
I love it. And I love your ERS, and I cannot wait to try that new cocktail, ERS.
Look, man, you know what? I really, in all seriousness, I want to thank you for recognizing Black POC LGBTQ plus talent, via Pride Index and your substantive events, which include the upcoming Esteem Awards and Artists in the Afternoon. And we're going to get into those a little bit later, but it seems like this is a righteous crusade for you.
It is, and sometimes I'm crazy. I don't know why I do it. When I think I don't want to do it, I do it anyway. So, it's just about giving back and recognizing people.
And man, that's really very important, and we're so glad that you do that. So let's begin with PrideIndex.com. What was the impetus for creating the online entertainment portal?
Well, I am not the actual creator, as in the person that founded it.
Oh, okay.
I have been working with a partner. She founded the site. We've been like that since 2006. We're celebrating 20 years this year because she actually started back. Yes, 20 years of PrideIndex.com. And she okay, let's take a couple of steps back. I met her at a Black Pride meeting here in Chicago. And I was actually doing a zine at the time, and she had the website, and she said, "Oh, I like that. You know, we ought to get together," and we did. And she basically let me do everything I wanted to do because hey, you let me do what I want to do, I'm going to do a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to be like a kid that you gave 3 pieces of candy and they run it around, then they ate nothing, then they run around some more, then they climb in the wall, then I'm going to run all over the place and do a lot of stuff, good stuff.
So in other words, you're greedy as hell.
Okay, so maybe that's not the exact, you know what, cut this part out. Don't even tell people that I'm greedy and that I eat, you know, a fair share of pie and steaks and all that. Don't even tell them that. Cut this part out of the interview. You know what, we're going to just start all over. Thank you, Wyatt, for having me on your show today. It is wonderful.
Now, we're going to continue. Look.
Okay. Well, I thought I would try. Okay.
I'm curious, what goes into determining who you feature on PrideIndex.com? What's the determining factors?
Oh, boy. It's some of everything. I get different emails from different organizations and people who may have been on the site and say, "Oh, so-and-so wrote this book. You should look at it." Yes. Or like you happen to see this video and you like that and you say, "I'm going to reach out to that person." So I get it from some of everywhere. People's suggestions, total strangers, or because I am always looking for content and people to feature as well. So if I could turn my computer just to really show you that board up there with all of these lists and things like that of story ideas of people that I have reached out to and so on and so forth. Sometimes they don't reach back out to me as fast as I would like for them to. But you know what? At the end of the day, I do get in touch with them. You know, there's this guy in the DMV. I probably reached out to him at least 7, 8, 9 times. And
what?
Yes. And I'm like, damn. I said,
that's
what? I'm not going to even feature Shattered. Oh,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. You did not reach out to me 7 or 8 times. You know you did not do that. Actually, I reached out to you. So don't be telling all these lies. I'm up here stuttering. Don't tell all these lies up in here, up in Wyatt.
Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies.
Yeah, right. Well, let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. How has PrideIndex.com evolved and grown over the years?
We've had different formats and platforms, and I wish I could show you the Movie Maker platform we were using at one time. At one time, we featured events from different cities. We still do. However, in the past, we used to have a calendar so you could see what was happening in a particular city. We used to cover, what did we used to cover? At one time, we posted a lot more party flyers, and we're not doing that anymore for obvious reasons. You know, people don't show up like this promoting a party. They show up. You get tagged by Google because of percentage of skin, and you're marked with a big P word, which everybody can't stand. Oh, do not P and ends with N. So we've gotten away from some of that stuff to have more. I guess you could say PG thumbnails and less of the other stuff. Because they'll flag you as that. So it has evolved. And number 2, I have more conversations with more authors. I have more conversations with people who are in different genres other than party promotion.
Yeah, you're definitely, we authors, particularly the independent authors, man, really appreciate you because prideindex.com is a really influential forum to go to get the word out about our stuff. So we really appreciate that. What do you believe has been the main impact of prideindex.com?
I never know how to answer that question until I hear from somebody who say that we offered them a platform or we gave them the inspiration to do something else, to step outside of their comfort zone or to just go for it. You know, I had a conversation with somebody who wanted to get into spoken word, but the most they ever did was write down some stuff on some paper, but they never did it in front of an audience. Or somebody who wanted to write a book, but had no idea what to do. Oh, you can publish it on your own. Or I want to do a book signing. They had no idea that they could go to a coffee shop or library or independent bookstore and have a book signing. So, yeah, it's never easy for me to answer that question directly because I sometimes don't know the impact I'm having, but I like that it's a good impact.
Well, prideindex.com is a learning tool and also it's exposure as well. And exposure is so important.
Yes, because we're not all going to get telephone calls back from the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and the local big giant newspaper. You know what? That kind of exposure, certain people get that. I don't have a big publicist behind me to make sure I push this out. This book of mine shattered to all of the people out there. But you have Pride Index, you have other formats and forums, and we're here. Shattered. Okay.
Well, we listen, my brother, we appreciate you. Now, before we delve into the Esteem Awards and Artists in the Afternoon, which are the upcoming and much anticipated events of which you are the master architect, let us walk through the quarters of time so we can find out about your backstory. Are you ready to go and spill the tea about you?
Okay, I guess so.
All right, good enough. Where were you born and raised, my brother?
In Chicago. I was born in Chicago. That's a good time.
Next to Barack and Michelle, right?
I didn't have that money like Barack and Michelle had over there on that side of town. I was on the other side of the track somewhere.
Okay.
I wasn't in a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Like the Jeffersons.
Okay. No, like I wasn't in the projects either, like Good Times either. But I was somewhere in between the two.
Okay. Brothers and sisters?
Working family. My mother went to work every day. My dad went to work every day. My mother was also a precinct captain and was also a get out the vote person who always made us vote for the Democratic Party. Sometimes we used to get mad at her about that, but she was one of the people, and education was important. In fact, if I didn't have a fever and was bleeding, I wasn't staying home from school. There's nothing wrong with you. Take a pill and keep going.
Good for her.
So we came from that sort of background.
Okay. Okay, so I like to ask my guests this question, which is because it opens up a window into who you are today. What was Philip like as a little boy, a little nipper? Give us like 3 characteristics, qualities, attributes that best describe you.
He was hard-headed, didn't mind nobody, was greedy, playing
I can see that.
Running. No. That's the bad boy story. That wasn't me. Was a good, precocious, curious child who was artistic, who talked too much, ran his mouth. my older brother, my
Uh-huh.
older sister and cousins would lock me in the room. Talk to yourself. You talk too much. You got all of this imagination and all of this stuff, that. And it took somebody to tell me, what's wrong with you having an imagination? You fine, baby. Come sit over my lap and talk to me. And I talked to my auntie to death. She fell asleep in the chair, woke up, and I was still running my mouth in her ear. Yeah, keep on telling them stories, baby.
You know what? I can see. I see it. 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 All right. Oh, I see it. So let's fast forward. Where did you go to college, university? Tell us about that experience.
It was a wonderful experience. I will never forget about it. One of the best decisions I ever made in my life was to go to college and to get away and to do something different. At that time in Chicago, it was the late 80s, early 90s, and you saw some things just decimate the community. And I was able to get away from that and go and attend school in New Orleans, HBCU, wonderful experience, all of that stuff. I didn't pledge, but, I still had a good time, wonderful experience. What would I have pledged? I liked the Kappas, but the Alphas was always running the yard everywhere. Oh, see, now I got Kappa friends mad at me. The Qs were crazy, but I knew a couple of them that were smart.
Yeah, they were crazy. I
probably only knew one iota out of 9,000 people. It was only one iota I knew. Very intelligent, good person. The Sigma, he was between this and that. So I don't know. You didn't even ask me about pledging, but getting back to the question, wonderful experience just to get away, go to school, do something different, and just to explore and take things to the next level and make something of myself. Make something of yourself, damn it. And I did it.
Well, which HBCU was it? Say what? Huh? What? What'd you say? Is it a secret? Huh? Say it again.
That Alumni Association. I'm not giving them nothing. HBCU in New Orleans.
Which university? Which college? Say it again.
You're not gonna tell us? University. It was Dillard. We had some wonderful. I had some wonderful times at Dillard. I had one of the best, some really good people. I'll say that. And I am so happy. You know what? Believe it or not, we had a Pulitzer Prize winning author and poet come out of Dillard University. Wonderful person.
Who?
Jericho Brown.
Oh,
Jericho.
Okay.
And Red Sumner also Red Summer. She's a poet as well, attended Dillard University. But we had some good people come out of the school.
Oh, most definitely.
Of my life.
Okay. Let's now talk about your activism. I believe it began at Black Pride Chicago in 2005. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I helped them with, I worked with a gentleman, Sidney Thomas, who was a good person to work with, and creating an awards platform. And we had a really good event. They used to hold like a morning breakfast before the workshops. And that was a good experience. And it actually led to the Esteem Awards, my doing things on my own.
Okay. Very nice. Philip, some folks will say that there is not a need for Black Pride. Tell us precisely why there is a need for it and what's the impact.
Well, it depends on what day of the week you ask that question. Because if I'm pissed off, forget them. Ain't no need for no damn Black Pride. No, there's a need for it, and there's a place for everything. We all have a need to have an outlet. I say that the community, the LGBTQ plus community, is a mosaic. It isn't just the one thing. So I notice sometimes when people think about pride and they say all it is a bunch of parties, there are other people out there who are doing things for the community. And I would say that for me, with the Esteem Awards and actually working on Black Pride and what that led to, hey, for me, it would be, no brainer. Yeah, there's a place for pride. I would say there is a place for it. I think I would say to people, we live in a world. You want to live in a world where you want to hold your partner's hand. And there isn't a space for that. Go do it. Go create that space. So Black Pride came out of the African-American community wanting to celebrate us because we just didn't see that with the regular Pride organization. So we started our own. And so when you look at it from that lens, you will see the importance of it. But I can also understand when people say, it's just all about parties. That isn't a true statement. And I think I kind of challenge people to go and look and see for themselves, because there are people out there who may be affiliated with a Pride organization, but they're doing wonderful things. The thing that comes to mind instantly is what our Darlene Hudson and Greg, what's Greg's last name? The State of the Black Gay America breakfast that happened during Black Pride in Atlanta. That was a very good, wonderful event and platform that came out of Pride. So it isn't, don't just look at they're not doing this or that without really exploring and seeing, because you will be surprised at what else is going on. It's true, the parties are in our face. But then I also challenge folks to say, maybe it's you're not looking because these other people are trying to do some things. But you won't have a problem finding a party that's going on at Joe's Club. But you don't put as much emphasis and importance on authors, on the business people who are coming together doing whatever. So I guess it comes back to us as individuals. What do you see? What would you like to see? And in the end, if it isn't there, go create it. Go create it.
So in other words, stop the belly aching and give some input, put some input into it.
Yes, I am a poster child for things that are going on that you don't always see and that are always just apparently in your face. The Esteem Awards is that. Authors in the Afternoon is that. Pride Index is that. There are platforms and things out there. It's just a matter of let's go and seek it.
I like that. Okay, speaking of the Esteem Awards, which will be held on Saturday, July the 6th. Now, I believe the Esteem Awards were founded in 2007, correct?
Yes, in 2007. However, if you did the math, we would be older than 17, but this is our 17th event. We did have a year where we didn't have an event. We didn't do awards also. Back in, I want to say 2022, after COVID, we picked up again with live events as well, an in-person event, I should say. So this is year 17 as far as we're concerned. We're now back in person. We are a little bit abbreviated from what started out as a 4-hour event, cut back to 3, and now we're really at 2 hours of power. Just recognizing people and giving them their due and their roses, their flowers. We need to give people their flowers. I don't want my flowers when I'm not here and you putting me in the ground.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Give it to me today while I'm here and I can appreciate it. I want to thank Wyatt for having me on this. All of that drama. Or, yeah, Wyatt, I won, didn't I? I want to be here for all of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's nice to get your flowers, but it's even better to get them while you are living, you're walking, and you're breathing.
Right.
I totally get it. It's my understanding that the Esteem Awards has identified over like 300 individuals and organizations for their service to the arts, business, entertainment, and social services. Is that correct?
That is correct. And I actually forget which number we're on. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to even try to do math. I'm over here drinking this right here in this cup.
I know you are. I know you are.
We'll leave it at over 300. Yeah, they get the gist. I will invite your audience, of course, to go to theesteemawards.com and look. When you go to the homepage, you can scroll to the top, upper right-hand corner, past honorees. They're all broken down. So you can see a year by year in our local category, Chicago, and national, people outside of Chicago, and all of the honorees and so forth, and give those people their roses.
And we really, really need to do that. So now, where's the venue, and what's the time, and all of that good stuff?
Yes, we are once again at Sidetrack in Chicago, which is on North Halsted in the Boys Town area of the city. We're from 1 to 3. Now, did you want us in Girls Town?
No, not in Girls Town. Boys Town works quite well for me.
Okay, I got you. See?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Now, you can be a girl in Boys Town, or you can be a boy in Girls Town, or however you want to do it. You know, we don't care. That's what LGBT.
I like the boys.
What's that?
I like the boys, so we keep it in Boys Town.
He likes the boys. Okay, let me be serious and not perform. It's in the Boys Town area of Chicago. At Sidetrack on North Halsted Street from 1 to 3 p.m. We have wonderful sponsors who have given us some wonderful prizes. I was going to ask you about that. We're inviting everybody to come out and just have a good time. Free event during Pride. Yes, you heard it right. Free event during Black Pride. Free. Come on out, have a good time. 1 to 3. Food, drinks, in Boys Town.
Well, who are some of the honorees?
This year's honorees, they again represent the spectrum that is the African-American and LGBTQ plus community. We have, where's my list? I know these people. I've looked at this 10 million times and have been updating the website, but I still have to look at a list. I'm crazy.
Yes, you do.
Monkey shoulder. It's the monkey shoulder.
And what is monkey shoulder? What before we let's take a quick little break. What is monkey shoulder? Please tell us all what that is.
I'll say it's just like a little Scotch whiskey drink. I'm actually drinking coffee, Wyatt. I'm not drinking monkey shoulder.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're drinking monkey shoulder.
This bottle just happened to be on my desk. But
now getting back to the honorees, who are they?
Wyatt, getting back to the honorees. Shatter.
Give us a few honorees.
Jerome Montgomery, he is with Project Vita. Outstanding, wonderful person. We have Stephanie Hart. She is an entrepreneur here from Chicago and owner of a business, a sugar bakery shop. We have Marvin Thompson. We have Proactive Community Service, which is a social services organization in the South suburbs. And they were so excited that somebody is actually recognizing Dr. Eulerberg and her wonderful staff over there for all of the things they're doing. Also, I'm going to skip to some of the national honorees. So, let me backtrack. Social Services Agency, Outstanding Services, male, female, transgender, future leader, artistic expression, and special recognition. In the local category, meaning locally Chicago, and then national. Some of our national people are Bishop Kevin Taylor. I love this. I love this child to death. He is, and my girl Tracy McDaniel. Let me say it right. Juxtaposed Center for Transformation out of Atlanta. Miss Tracy has always been doing some phenomenal work for the transgender community. We have Sister Love, another organization.
Sister Love.
Atlanta. These ladies are phenomenal. The things they're doing in the city of Atlanta and South Africa and other places.
Whoa.
Then we have Senior Bishop Jacqueline Holland. Oh my God. She and Kevin are just fantastic. I can't wait to meet her in person, as a matter of fact. We have Chat Daddy Sims, Art Chat Daddy Sims. He's from here, Chicago. He is a social media personality, legendary broadcaster, has done some of everything in radio, voiceover work, on TV, just some of everywhere. And then we have David Mellibranch, who is a physician, and he works for the Gilead organization. Wonderful physician. And David is one of them people. David, you're always smiling. You're always a bundle of joy. See, now people that know David's like, he get mad too. I don't see it. How the hell, David, how does he act when he's mad? I don't know. And Miko Evans of the history of Black Gay Pride. He's in Atlanta. He and his organization, Meek Productions, is always doing some phenomenal stuff. He usually does like a big, press event in Atlanta around Pride, and he's always anywhere and everywhere. And when I see him, he's running like this, and he's talking, and I did an interview on him years ago, and I actually got him to stop, talk to me for a minute, and it was great and good. So many honorees, so little time. I welcome everybody to go out to theesteemawards.com. You scroll down on that homepage, at the bottom of the homepage, we do have this year's honorees, the 2024 local honorees and the national ones. I have a video mosaic of last year's winners.
Well,
yeah. And somebody said to me, well, where's this year's winners video? We're still working on this year's winners video.
It's not July 6th yet,
it's
right?
It's not July 6th, so we don't have the video yet completed. We will have it completed. Completed. Visit theesteemawards.com and you can see all of the information on all of these wonderful people and organizations and the letter L and the Q and the plus and all of that make up the mosaic that is us, the community.
You know what? You are one hell of a pitch man. I must say, you promote your shit well. Let's talk.
It dices. It will pay your rent when you don't have money. It will start your car up in the morning when it's 20 below in Chicago. No, I don't do all of that. Never mind.
Okay. During Labor Day weekend, you are conducting Artists in the Afternoon. Give us the full Monty, the full 1-1 on that.
Artists in the Afternoon. We are now up to Artists in the Afternoon number 4. This is our third in-person event. We've had a virtual event as well. And this is a artist event, although it is mostly made up of panels of writers. As a matter of fact, I think I need to have Shattered at this or Shattered.
Yes, you do. You need
at this event.
You need to have the Nothing Can Tear Us Apart Shattered book there. Yes, we will talk about that.
Well, if you go to theesteemawards.com, there is a flyer under flyer section for Artists in the Afternoon. We already have our panelists, our wonderful panelists. In the past, I worked on Artists in the Afternoon after the Esteem Awards. Lessons learned. You have to do it a lot earlier than July. Trying to do an August event. Because there's so many things you need to have done. There are so many things that you can't do because you don't have time. But we actually have the flyer. We have the flyer. We have the venue. We have the panelists. All we need is you. Wyatt's audience. You. I'm talking to you, young man, young lady. You come to this event in Atlanta, August 31st. Free event, FREE event.
We love free stuff.
During Atlanta's Black Gay Pride, and it's going to be held at the LGBTQ Institute. Tim M is over there. He's a good person, and we're working together on that. I'm also working with Dr. Derek Tenniel, rethinking the narrative. And Atlanta is also a good friend of mine. We have so many artists. We actually have the panelists already decided for that event. But if there are any authors out there who would like to come to the event, sell your wares, spoken word artists. We also had some spoken word performances. And you know what else we did?
What?
We fed our people. How many?
No.
You come to events, and I'm not, shaming or anything like that. But, if you're going to have me in the room for 2 hours, 3 hours, can I at least get a vittle?
Yeah, at least a chicken wing.
Get some water or something like that, because I'm more likely
KFC
to stick around and not be angry or anything like that, because we're feeding you. We're feeding you here, and we're feeding you here.
Hunger is a powerful thing.
Yes, yes. So we will have some horse debris.
Are you saying hors d'oeuvres? Do you mean hors d'oeuvres?
Horse debris will have those.
I don't think I'm gonna eat then. I ain't gonna partake if it's that. But you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's vittles. I won't use the other word because I can't pronounce it. Why? I can't pronounce that damn word. Hors d'oeuvres. O-R-E. d'oeuvres. D-E-V-E-R-E-E. S. Hors d'oeuvres. Wait a minute, there's a B in there somewhere.
And will you be serving muscatel? Will you be serving muscatel?
Muscatel, Whipple, all of that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm joking, y'all. We're going to have food. We will have hors d'oeuvres, and refreshments will be served. You can feed this, and this. Come on, Shatter. Wyatt, do it with, come on, do this. Do this dance with me.
No, I'm not. I ain't messing with you.
Okay.
Now look, okay, I see that PrideIndex.com has just named its favorite YouTube channels for and by African-American gay males. Y'all have just named your favorite YouTube channels for and by African-American gay males. First question I have is this. What was the criteria, the ranking system that you used? That's what I want to know. That's what my listeners, first of all, want to know. My viewers want to know.
Well, Wyatt, you
don't give me no well. Just tell us. Don't give me no well. Just give me the criteria first, and we'll talk about my ranking later. Talk criteria.
I'm just thinking that all of this sass is coming because you were number 2 on the site. You were number 1. Is that why all the sass is coming back? We love you, Wyatt. You're on the list. But this is the criterion we use. I and a couple other people looked at several YouTube channels, wrote down, came up with close to 100 and something, narrowed that down to nearly 100. And we looked at them for, number one, did you have more than one video? Because I wanted to at least see 3 videos. 3 different
Yes, at
examples.
least 3.
At least 3.
Yeah, at
so
least
that
3.
way I could see where you were coming from, your style, or what you covered. Number 2, I was looking for positive stuff. For me, I have to look at some stuff that's worth. It fed me. It fed my intellect. It fed my body. It fed my soul. It fed me financially. So I had to get some kind of gain out of that. I didn't put as much emphasis on quality of video. Because sometimes, you know what, as a beginner who's using a camera, the quality may not be there for that, but I had to look for content as well. And it was a difficult process. Yeah, I know people always say that. It was a difficult process, but I know people say that. It was, because you kind of like look at certain things and you score on a scale of 1 to 10. And you add the scores up, and that's how you came out with number 1 through 14. I had to, for me, not look at how much I enjoy Shattered and say that's number 1. I had to look at some other things too. And when I looked at your site, your channel, and some other channels, it had to be some good things and some nutritious things that put some things in your soul and your body and all of that. It's like soul food.
Well, I am honored that I was number 2. I ranked number 2. And you know what? I was so excited that it made my nippies hard. My nips got so hard when I found out I was number 2. I tell you, I was just floored. I was just amazed. PrideIndex.com is so influential, and well respected. And when I found out that I was number 2, I should have been number 1, but I was number 2.
Becky, we still love you. We love you, Becky.
My name is not Becky, but my nippies got hard.
No, Wyatt, so many people were naming or sending me emails about other people who weren't on the list. Or they looked at, we stopped at 14. And we could easily have went to 25, but the scores were a lot lower by the time after number 14, 15, then the scores, it's really clear that these are the top ones. We named the see also people, or the most other notables. And folks were like, you had so-and-so on the list, and he does this on his thing. And again, you're looking for quality, and you're looking for things that you can take away. It's always about the takeaway. Now,
absolutely.
And number 2, it's always about a mixture, if you will. I'm not here to be I do have a bully pulpit. I'll say that. I do. I have a platform I can influence people and blah, blah, blah. At the same time, I'm not here to be, only look at the people who are Catholic to rank on your site, or only the people who are writing books and they have a GPA of this, or they have this social economical status of whatever. That don't mean a damn thing to me. What does that mean to me? It doesn't mean anything to me, because I can't take that and, because so-and-so's FICO score is this, then they need to be number 1, or because he's among the who's who and all of the bloggers like him. But I look at his stuff and go, the bloggers like him because he paid them to come to his party. That kind of stuff. So you have to have some sort of impartiality, and really, how did you really do it and make it on the up and up? The light-skinned people, or the dark-skinned ones, or we invited only AKAs and no deltas, and Sid Montgomery, Semigamma roles, they had to go. They ain't on this damn list. You know, that kind of thing. It had to be something that you gave back or contributed positively. Yeah.
So in other words, a few people were a little
obsessed and crazy, and I never heard of his site. How is he number 2? You learn something new
Stalker,
every day.
Look.
Now, but if
the
you
stalker,
that, but you gotta breathe heavy at the same time while you just see effect. What are you wearing?
Anyway. Okay. But in all seriousness, I really appreciate the ranking. It means a whole lot to me. And I just think you're just wonderful.
Thank you.
Just wonderful.
You know what? Can you sing
now,
Aretha Franklin's Wonderful a cappella? Baby, I think you're wonderful. Looks like I've seen this place before. You look like you want me to stop. Okay, I'm going to stop. Never mind. I ain't going to even sing.
Well, look, before we go, tell us the names of both events and the time and the date and the venues, please.
Of course, I can tell you that. It slices, it dices, it will make you coffee in the morning before you get up. It will start your car on a 20 below day in Chicago. Okay. theesteemawards.com. theesteemawards.com. The event takes place during Chicago's Black Gay Pride Weekend, July 6th from 1 to 3 p.m. at Sidetrack. And this event is FREE. Come on out. Be part of celebrating and giving folks flowers for the work they do in the community. Then we have Artists in the Afternoon, which is taking place August 31st in Atlanta at the LGBTQ Plus Institute, August 31st from 1 to 5 p.m. Again, a free event. We will have 3 panels. We will have writers. We will have filmmakers. If you are a writer or filmmaker, you want to come out and be part of this event, send me an email, esteemfeedback@hotmail.com. Right here. This is where he's going to insert my email address. Send me an email. We do have our panels already decided for Artists in the Afternoon, but I am still welcoming people to come out to be part of this wonderful and
that's good.
Spectacular event. I believe it's going to be a good event. I could tell just by one, we already have our panelists. We have Aaron Foley. We have so many other artists, authors who are going to be at that event. So August 31st in Atlanta during their Black Pride, July 6th in Chicago at Chicago's Black Pride. theesteemawards.com. Look under flyers. You will see our flyers. You will see us on social media advertising day and night, 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. Look at this flyer right here.
I noticed that.
You know that. You've done that where you send out stuff or people are responding to your stuff. Yes, they are. Wyatt, it is 1 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I am getting something for what?
Don't believe him. My peoples don't believe him. He's lying. He's lying to you. He's lying. No, he's lying.
I join you live. I might
what do you do, Philip?
I'm usually writing or doing some other things, but I'm actually listening to your show. And I actually said that. So again, July 6th in Chicago, August 31st in Atlanta, free events. Come out and support. If you are an author, reach out to us and we can have some conversations about maybe you're coming to vend at this event and share your experience as well. Okay? And Wyatt.
So,
let me tell you
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Okay, you were doing Jim Carrey, let me tell you something, but I was doing Lolita Holloway's, let me tell you something. And the house heads know what I mean by that. We need your book too. What you doing? Don't be around here. He's around here. Y'all, this boy has a book. I'm having an artist in the afternoon. Look, peanut butter jelly, easily. Oh, shit. Okay, tear us apart. Shag. We need your book too. So
you will have my
say
book.
This and speak out on faith and saying some, don't make me a lie now. Wyatt's book is going to be at my event too. I'm just going to speak.
It will be my pleasure to have Nothing Can Tear Us Apart shattered at your events. Now, what's your Twitter? What's your Instagram? What's your Facebook?
It is. I am wonderful, and sometimes no, just playing. Okay. Philip Esteem. If you go to my link tree, it has all of those platforms on it. So that's Phil Esteem. Linktree.com/Phil Esteem. PHIL Esteem is on Linktree. You will see my Facebook. You will see my LinkedIn. You will see, I have to look over there because I forget all of them. You will see we're on this platform called Threads. We're on Instagram. We're, of course, on Twitter. We have some videos from the old artists in the afternoon, past events, actually on Vimeo.
Oh, that's great.
Vimeo.com. We have those videos out there too. So many people aren't aware of that particular platform. And there's this thing called Tumblr. And somebody said, yeah, you need to put your stuff on Tumblr. I said, I'm not looking for a date. I'm married. No, put your event stuff on Tumblrs. Oh, and I started doing that. We're on Tumblr. No, I don't know. You know what? See, when you don't, no, I'm not saying what? You married or not married. Sometimes, you're not into all of the particular avenues. There are different avenues. Just like we're all part of this big, wonderful mosaic that makes up our community. So, and there are different social platforms. Social media platforms. Let me say that correctly. Social media platforms. Go to linktree.com, Phil Esteem, and I have all of mine there. And you can see us. And you can see some of the other things we're into, because when I have a conversation with this man right here, I'm talking to you, Wyatt. When I look at his show, I might comment on some of that stuff as well. And I comment on things on social media. See,
yes,
you know what?
You do. You
and I don't have a 800 FICO score, or I'm not in this social economical class. I'm saying, everybody, come on out and support.
Well, you know what? Let me just say that I'm so glad to have you on, Wyatt, because I wanted to recognize and celebrate you, man, for all that you do. And you really, seriously, you do so much to help the community, particularly us talents, and we really appreciate you.
Thank you, Wyatt. And after the awards in July and Artists in the Afternoon, and we're talking about doing poetry slams and some other stuff, then I'm going to get some sleep in. I heard somebody said, don't break your arm trying to give yourself a pat on the back.
Absolutely. That was me. Yeah.
I can't even do all of that.
Don't do that.
I get my flowers from others and giving you your flowers. I've said it over and over again, Wyatt, I am a boring person who writes and does this and that. I'm boring. It's the audience and it's the content creators out there who I am honored to talk about you and bring your stories. Okay?
Well, you know what? In closing, I'll say this. As Michael Jackson would say, oh, Tito, give me a tissue. Oh, Tito, what you said was just so heartfelt. Oh, my God, Tito, that was just so heartfelt. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, Wyatt.
And Wyatt,
yes,
Lolita Holloway, let me tell you something. The house heads know what I'm talking about.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, y'all, there you have it. You can find the official Wyatt podcast page at WyattEvans.com, the go-to destination for LGBTQ plus news, features, commentary, and entertainment. WyattEvans.com is visited by more than 100 countries on the regular. All I can say to that is, hey, baby. And at WyattEvans.com, you'll find my smoking hot, HAWT hot, Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. And as you just saw on the top, Shattered. And y'all, Shattered is full of action, danger, intrigue, sexually charged situations, passion, and all of the wonderful elements that you're used to in the Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. So get your new copy of Shattered. Now you can follow me, your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans, all across social media, and poof, is right there for you to peruse, like TikTok and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any comments or whatever, you can hit me up at wyattonair@gmail.com. So until next time, y'all, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. I said woof.